in honor of the World Cup, I decided to watch a movie about soccer. Well, I assumed it was about soccer, but an hour into this thing, I'm wondering to myself, where's the soccer? Because I guess this teen rom-com just dressed itself up as a sports movie, and it fooled me. Just like Viola, our leading lady, was able to fool everyone else. Though before I get into the weeds, let me give you a rundown of Twelfth Night. She's the man. It's a simple setup. Viola, played by Amanda Bynes,
Bring in the dancing lobsters!
plays soccer for her private school team. On the way to the practice field, she is informed her team no longer exists for some dubious reason. The plot had to happen. And the boys' coach won't allow her or her fellow female athletes to try out for the men's team. So naturally, Viola's next step is to assume the identity of her twin brother, Sebastian, while he travels to London, and go to school as him. And not a single person at the school is paying any attention to the obvious girl pretending to be a boy, allowing Viola to try out for the soccer team for the purpose of beating her actual school's team. And making it onto the team leads to Viola, as Sebastian, weaving a tangled web of romance amongst fellow students, which all hits ahead when her brother unexpectedly shows back up one day early, causing multiple gender reveals in the middle of a soccer field, with everyone, well, maybe not everyone, getting a happy ending. And speaking of the headmaster, played by David Cross, he's the first one on my list of being totally oblivious. We first meet the headmaster when he calls Sebastian to his office. And multiple times during the conversation, the movie wants you to believe Headmaster Gold has figured out Viola's secret.
Okay, you're busted. I know you don't want to sit here and talk to the headmaster, but I'm not going to take no for an answer.
But no, he just has something cringe-inducing to say constantly.
You being inspired by the charcoal black and candy apple red?
You know it.
Hey! Don't touch it. Ever. Ever.
Gold comes across as a man attempting to live out his youth again through his students, which must be incredibly exhausting since he seems to be the only support staff at the whole school. Cafeteria worker, maintenance man, groundskeeper. Partway through the movie, Viola is on the phone and scratching at her wig. Speaking of the wig, I thought Viola actually cut her hair. Commit to the bit. The wig moves around and the headmaster notices and approaches. And his go-to thought is to relate his baldness to this child and tell them it's okay to lose their hair, which he obviously is doing to make himself feel better and not actually help Sebastian. Following this, we have Duke, played by Channing Tatum.
My name is Jeff.
And friends. The friends don't need names, they aren't that important. But all three of them are immediately weirded out by Sebastian. And rightfully so. Viola plays her Sebastian as an over-the-top caricature of a man, or essentially what women think all men are. Granted, every man has known a guy that acts this way, and trust me, we hate it too. Just like sensitive young man Duke hates it. But Duke's dismissal of Sebastian ends with probably the most over-the-top scene in the entire movie, the restaurant breakup. It starts out with Viola's continued commitment to being the worst version of a man, constantly saying dude and bro. And as a plan to ingratiate Sebastian with the boys, Viola's actual female friends come up and pretend to be in love with Sebastian, which confuses Duke to no end. How he, a handsome and strong man, is being outdone by what most men would refer to as a cretin. This is then immediately followed up by the real Sebastian's real girlfriend showing up and confusing Viola for Sebastian as well. Truly no one is paying any attention to anyone in this movie. Viola then hides her face as she avoids the girlfriend, gathering the attention of the entire restaurant before breaking up very publicly with her. So after all these females validate that Sebastian is an object to be desired, Duke and company are sold on Sebastian being a ladies' man.
I need your advice, man. I got lady troubles.
I'm here for you, bro. Got a lifetime of knowledge.
They no longer question why this little weirdo acts the way he does, because it works on girls, and to a teenage boy, that's all that matters. Speaking of girls, Viola even manages to make one fall in love with her. Well, Sebastian manages to. Olivia meets Sebastian right outside the office, and by meet, they ran into each other, literally, causing Olivia to drop all her books on the ground. And Sebastian, being the gentleman he is, helps her pick them up. And for some reason, Olivia falls for him instantly. If this is all it takes, I really tried too hard in high school. I should have just knocked some books over. But maybe it's the hair. This movie walked so Justin Bieber's hair could run. Anyway, Olivia's fed up with macho men and being their conquest, and just wants a sensitive young man, which she pins on Sebastian, totally ignoring the wig and feminine features. Olivia sees the emotional maturity she's craving, causing blinders to go up to the reality of it all. Viola barely has to pretend for Olivia. She even girls out a few times.
Right. Ooh, cute shoes. Oh, you think so? I got my Anthropology. No way, they have shoes there?
Because Olivia has already decided she likes Sebastian. And for anyone who has seen an infatuated teenage girl, you know they will ignore all the red flags until it's far too late. So what did the headmaster, Duke, and Olivia have in common? None of them could see outside themselves and their desires long enough to notice the obvious lie in front of them. Different sexes, different ages, same self-obsession. And honestly, I think the movie nails something real here. People aren't watching you as closely as you think they are. The old man at the gas station is thinking about when the basketball game starts. The woman in the grocery store is thinking what she's going to feed her 3 kids for dinner. Neither of them are clocking the multiple boxes of Twinkies in your cart. So go ahead, be your own man. Worst case, nobody was ever paying close enough attention to notice you fail. But what do I know? I've never seen She's the Man. But now I have.
No, I will not wear heels. Because heels are a male invention designed to make a woman's butt look smaller. And to make it harder for them to run away.
Malcolm, have you ever tried to run away in high heels?
No, sir.
Not that easy. Not that easy.